once knew is no more.
XCOM 2, the sequel to XCOM Enemy Unknown, released last week much to the excitement of tactical RPG fans. Being a huge XCOM fan myself, I had to get my hands on it, and in doing so, I saw plenty of new details that came with the sequel. From new mechanics to new cinematics, XCOM 2 brings a lot of new things to the table. My name is Steve, and this is GameZone's Top 5 of the Week. This week, Top 5 New Things in XCOM 2. Number 5. Hacking. Hacking is now a feature in the world of XCOM. Hacking is used to bypass systems or gaining direct control of mechanized enemies. The payoff can be pretty great when it's pulled off properly, but a failed hack not only blows your cover when you're in stealth mode, but it also can apply another negative reaction, which causes me more times than not to pop a specialist into Overwatch instead of going all Minority Report. As the game goes on and the stakes raise, however, the choice of hacking becomes more palatable when anything that can thin out the hordes of enemies would be appreciated. Number 3. Stealth.
Alright, Gatecrasher.
Stealth is a new feature added to the XCOM series. The story of a guerrilla-style XCOM really lends itself to this new mechanic. Enemy numbers seem to stack against the player more heavily this time around, so a great tactic involves a well-placed ambush that takes out multiple flanked enemies at once. Stealth also slows the game down a little more, but in a good way. It makes the player really think before going loud.
Going loud.
Should I ambush this patrol or wait for them to pass and sneak by them? Will my cover be blown later? Will that give them a chance to surround me later? These are all questions missing before XCOM 2 that seem to fit the series perfectly. The stealth mechanic also brings new objectives to the game. Instead of always clearing the area of enemies, sometimes the objective is to extract a high-value target. Cover will usually be blown, being that XCOM is not for the weak of heart, but sometimes a squad can get out in one piece, waving at the remaining enemies as they fly off with their former prisoner. Number 4. New classes. XCOM 2 comes right out the gate with new classes. The predecessor, XCOM Enemy Unknown, a game about a defensive angle, had the Assault, the Heavy, the Sniper, and the Assist class at the ready to repel the alien forces attacking Earth. However, XCOM 2 puts the commander on the offensive, tasking him with retaking the Earth from the alien occupiers. With this change comes new classes: the Grenadier, an explosive and heavy fire class, the Ranger, a close quarters, quick action class, the Sharpshooter, a long-range class that also comes with some sweet pistol skills, and the Specialist, a class that excels at long-range hacking and other assist skills that utilize their drone equipment. Each of these classes has a shadow of their former selves, but at the same time they feel totally different and geared towards a more offensive front. The skills they gain are different enough to really set them apart and really help to make the game feel fresh. Number 2. Mods. While I fully expect this to surpass number 1 on this list eventually, as it stands now, mods exist as an unlimited potential that's not yet realized. Considering we made this list 3 days after the release of the game, this is nothing but expected. Firaxis built XCOM 2 with modders in mind, and in fact borrowed some ideas from a previous mod from XCOM Enemy Unknown called the Long War mod. XCOM 2 comes with modding tools that can be used for pretty much anything, including classes, weapons, items, etc. Any of those can be tweaked, and there's even a potential for modders to make their very own campaign. Firaxis has even said that you could mod the entire first game into XCOM 2's engine. Give the game some time, and I'm sure we'll have a top 5 XCOM 2 mods list on our hands in the future. Number 1. Story and customization.
Commander, good. I think we got something here. Despite all of that,
while these can technically be 2 different points, I've grouped them together because they really work in tandem. The story of XCOM Enemy Unknown was appreciated, as the original 1994 Microprose classic was all science and not much story. It added characters such as your chief scientist and engineer, Valen and Shen, And of course everyone's favorite pistol-whipping, sweater-wearing second-in-command, Central Officer Bradford.
What have you done? Answer me!
Who, by the way, reprises his role. Due to the love given to these original characters, it seems like Firaxis doubled down on the attachment and deepened the story even further. Not only that, but they also made customization of soldiers even more robust. A rookie right out of the gate can be customized pretty heavily, and even is given a backstory. As he ranks up, he can customize even further, gaining a nickname, more cosmetic features, and even battle scars. This is almost cruel, as the game also seems harder than the previous title, making each death that much more soul-crushing.
Has grown far more deadly.
XCOM 2 was one of my most anticipated games of 2016, and so far, it's living up to it. XCOM Enemy Unknown brought a breath of fresh air to the tactical RPG genre, and XCOM 2 proved that it wasn't just a flash in the pan. If you'd like a full review of the game, check it out at GameZone.com and be sure to follow us on Facebook and Twitter. If you'd like to see more XCOM in action, check out my channel in the link below, and be sure to follow me on Twitter. My name is Steve Knauer, and this has been GameZone's Top 5 of the Week.